On January 24, 2011, four young adults decided to explore Shetronf Cave. There were two men and two women in the group. They wanted to see if the cave would be good for future club trips. They entered the cave around 2:30 p.m. The exploration went well until they started to exit. One of the young men faced a very tight and challenging section of the cave. To get out, he had to go head first through a narrow, hourglass-shaped passage. This passage made a sharp 90-degree turn before getting even narrower. His female companions went through carefully, and he followed. He approached the narrow passage on his hands and knees. As he lowered himself into the pit head first, he misjudged his grip. His leg folded against his chest in a painful position. The rock walls pinched around him, trapping him at the tightest part. He was completely upside down with his head on the cold, hard ground. Panic set in quickly. His female companions tried to pull him free but couldn't. They tried to lift him, but their strength wasn't enough. After 20 minutes, they realized they needed help. One of them scrambled out of the cave and called 911. The young man's leg was twisted painfully against his body. Blood pooled and rushed to his skull, creating unbearable pressure. His vision became blurry and his thoughts became confused. A local resident heard the emergency call and contacted his friend Jerry Bowen. Jerry was an experienced caver. Jerry and his son Stephen quickly drove to the site. Stephen was smaller, so he was chosen to go in. One of the women volunteered to guide Stephen back into the cave. When Stephen finally reached the trapped cavern, they were face to face. Stephen began chiseling away at the rock. His heart was pounding as he tried not to injure the trapped man. The work was slow and nerve-wracking. The trapped man had slipped further down, making it harder to reach the rock. With the man's friend pulling from above and Stephen pushing from below, they got him into a slightly better position. Stephen resumed chiseling, carefully removing the final rock. With a collective push and pull, the man's leg finally popped free. At 10 p.m., nearly 8 hours after the ordeal began, the rescued man finally emerged into the night air. He was flown to a hospital for evaluation. Miraculously, he had no serious injuries.